cap and a stem, catch a wave.
Hey everybody, for those of you that are new, my name is Shanti and welcome to my channel. Today you guys, I just wanted to do like a chit chat with me and basically just talk to you just about a couple things that are just heavy on my heart right now, and things that are important, things that some of my friends or family members have come to me in like the past week and we've talked about and discussed. And basically it's not, I don't want to disclude anybody from this conversation. So you know, this conversation is not just for women, it's not just for mothers, it's not just for wives, it's for anybody who can literally relate to this conversation. And I hope that reaches a lot of people. And obviously if you're subscribed to me, you have you feel relatable to me in some way. So I hope this conversation can, and not just women of my age, you know, anybody in their 30s, anybody in their teens can relate to what I'm going to talk about, and I have a couple things to talk about. So stay tuned, and I hope you guys continue watching, just so you can maybe get some motivation and some confidence, or you know, feel a little supported. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about today, one of the things is just how hard it is for one to be a woman, and have to keep yourselves up, right? Like we have so many things that we have to do. We have to make sure our hair is on point. We have to make sure our makeup is on point. Our clothes, our nails, our skin, our weight. Oh my goodness, that's a big one, especially for me. There's just so much pressure. Like we have social media, we have other women that we look at, and we compare ourselves to other women. At least I know I do. And when I'm talking to you guys, I am talking to myself, okay? There's just so much pressure sometimes. You know, sometimes you feel like less than, or just not good enough, not pretty enough. And what's crazy to me is I have a friend, and I think she's beautiful. She is. I don't even think that. I mean, she just is. She's physically beautiful. And what makes her even more beautiful is, you know, her heart. Like her spirit is beautiful. But, you know, she's came to me this past week, and she was just telling me like how she didn't feel that way. You know, how ugly she felt and unattractive she feels, and she has a good husband and she has beautiful children, and you would think that this woman wouldn't feel like that. You know, she's not overweight, she doesn't have acne, she doesn't have the things that are negative, are put into our head, that are negative, put into our head. Because if you're overweight, I'm overweight, or have acne, does not mean you're not beautiful. I'm just saying the negative things that are placed into our heads that people consider unattractive, she doesn't have. So you know, I'm looking at her and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, like how could she possibly feel unattractive? But it really just dawned on me, like, you know, everything that she was saying she's been through in the last couple months, like everybody goes through things, and women, we go through a lot, and we put a lot on ourselves. And if you are a wife or a mother, or just have a significant other, or a stepchild, or whatever it is, you don't have to have birthed the child, you know, just in general, people, we all go through our own struggles. And that takes a toll. And that really brings me to my next thought, and what I wanted to talk about is self-care, and how important it is for us to take care of ourselves. Growing up, even now to this day, I have the best mom. She's selfless, she's caring, she's supportive, she's giving. She is every good quality, and I'm so blessed, and I'm so fortunate to call her my mom. Like, you guys have no idea. I don't want to start crying because I did not plan for this. But give me 1 second. It made me realize, like, she has molded me into the woman I am today. I really didn't want to cry. I don't even know I cried. But she has molded me into the woman I am today. And I wouldn't be who I am without her, and of course first God. But I didn't see my mom taking time for herself. I never seen that. I never seen her do anything for herself. She still doesn't. We as her kids, because we're older now, like we have to push her and we have to do things for her and tell her to do things, but she won't do it. That's just not who she is. And so I had my first daughter when I was 22. I always felt like it was bad to do something for yourself, to go out and buy things for yourself or take time for yourself, because I didn't see her do it. It's not because she told me, it's not like she told me, Shanti, this is bad. I just didn't see her do it, and I knew in my eyes and all my siblings, she was just like such a great example. She is such a great example. So because I didn't see her doing it, I didn't think that it was okay to do. Now fast forward, I had my next child when I was 32, and it wasn't until like my 30s I realized that it is okay. And not only is it okay, it's mandatory. It's mandatory that we take care of ourselves. And I don't mean just like in a physical way. I don't mean just like on a, you know, like make sure your hair is done. You guys, most of my videos, you see my hair is in a bun, so I can't even, or a ponytail. So I'm not talking about like physically, even though yes, it's good to pamper yourself. I'm not saying that, but I'm talking about take care of you, like on the inside. You know, take care, make sure you're healthy on the inside. So whether that's working out, whether that's taking just some time just to take a walk, you know, the same time every day, or this, you know, once a week, I don't know, whatever your self-care is, it's mandatory. It literally is, because all the fires that we're trying to put out, all the things that we're trying to balance in our lives, at the end of the day, there's only one of us. We only get one of ourselves. And if you have a family that you're trying to take care of, how can you take care of that family if you haven't taken care of yourself? If you're not healthy mentally and physically, then at some point you're gonna break. And then what's gonna happen at that point? Everything that we were trying to do is gonna collapse. And nobody's gonna be there to pick up those pieces. So self-care, you guys. It's mandatory. Please take your time. Like I'm telling you, I have to fight with myself on this one. You know, I have to tell myself, no, Shanti, like you're worthy. You're worthy of having some time. And it doesn't mean you're selfish. It doesn't mean that you're abandoning your family or your children or whoever. It just means you're taking time for yourself. Even the Bible says you have to love yourself first. So if you're not, and I'm not saying loving yourself, be selfish and think of no other, you know, nobody else. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if you don't love yourself first, if you don't put yourself first, if you don't take care of yourself first, so then you can love everybody else and you can give everybody else every party that they need all throughout the day, it's going to be impossible at some point, you know? I don't know. I don't know what else to say about that except self-care. Take care of yourself. Whatever that means to you, do it. Give yourself that time and don't feel guilty about it, because there's no reason to feel guilty about it. You know, I have started this thing with my best friend where we're going to go get facials. Excuse me. And where that is like a physical thing, it also makes me feel good about myself. And it makes me feel good because, you know, I feel like my skin feels better, but on the inside I feel good because I'm taking time for myself just to breathe. The same thing with working out. I go to the gym, you guys, when you guys all know I'm trying to lose weight, but when I go to the gym, it really, I don't know, it relieves all kind of stress inside of me. And when the days I don't get to go, I feel like a little anxious, and I just start realizing, oh my goodness, it's because you're not going to the gym those days. But of course I can let my body heal. But that's the way that I'm taking time for myself, to take care of myself. The third thing I want to talk to you guys about is confidence. And this is something I struggle with. I did not struggle with it growing up. And so it's kind of hard for me because I'm like, how could I be like this confident adolescent, right? I was very confident into this woman who is just not so confident. I'm just not anymore. And I'm being very vulnerable right now, but I'm being very honest because I feel like this can help somebody. This video, I don't care if it helps one person, it can help somebody. And so I struggle with that. And what I have to learn to do, what I'm learning to do every day, is learn to love myself for what I look like right now. And that's what I'm not confident about, because one thing I am confident about is who I am as a person. And of course that's ultimately what matters, right? I'm confident that I'm a good person, and I'm not trying to like be boastful or conceited anyway. I'm not. I just pride myself on being the best person that I can be. I'm not perfect by any means. I never will proclaim to be that. I've made many mistakes. but I do know that I'm a good person, and I do know that I'm a genuine person, and so I love who I am on the inside. But on the outside, when I look at myself, I don't like what I see right now. And of course, that's why I'm in the gym, and that's why I don't feel as confident. But you know, I have to realize that I have 2 daughters that are watching me, you know. And the other day my daughter told me, actually it was like last month, but I was talking about my weight, and I was like, I'm fat, you know, leave me alone. I don't know what she told me I look beautiful, and I said, but I'm fat. And my daughter, who's about to be 14, she told me, Mama, I wish you would stop talking about yourself. And my husband tells me that all the time. He doesn't like when I do it, you know. And I just realized, like, the other day, like, I need to stop talking about myself, because when I see other women who are my size or even bigger, they're beautiful to me. You know, I look at them and I can give them compliments, and I do think they're beautiful, and I don't see their weight. So I don't know why I'm so hard on myself. I have to love myself at every stage, no matter what it is, because I can't teach my daughters how to love themselves. I can't just teach them, I could say just love yourself, but if I'm not teaching them by my actions, then really it's meaningless. So like I said, this is my 3rd point. My 3rd point is confidence. And not just in a physical way either. I know women who don't have the confidence to leave a relationship because it's unhealthy. I know women who don't have the confidence to, you know, find another job or start their own career because they don't have enough confidence. They don't have enough confidence in themselves to think that they'll be successful. There's just so many things that confidence, it will carry you a long way, you know. It molds you, and I have to learn how to have that, so I can really instill that in my 13-year-old, who is now really at the point where she really needs to know how to love herself. And I've always tried to teach her that, but I have to show her that. At this point, you guys, I really just want, what I really want to say is that love yourself. Love yourself. Give yourself the time that you need to give yourself. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, because whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. You don't need approval from anyone. You don't need any cheerleaders. You don't need anyone to tell you that you can do it. Believe in yourself, and that's enough. Believe in yourself, pray, and rely on the strength of God, and that will get you through. I am so blessed to have other people in my life that I can rely on and I can draw strength from. I have my mom, I have my husband, my sisters, I have wonderful friends, my brothers, my cousins. I have so many people who are rooting for me, and I feel so blessed to have that, so blessed. But for those people that don't, because there are people that don't have that support team, rely on yourself. You find that strength within because you have it, and don't let anybody tell you that you don't. And you rely on the strength of God to give you everything that you need, to equip you with everything that you need to accomplish every goal that you want to meet, because you can do it. So hopefully, I apologize for getting emotional, but that was just me being authentic, and that's just the emotion I felt at that time. But that's all I wanted to talk to you guys about. I hope that this can help somebody. I hope that it resonates with someone. And like I said, I made this video, and I'm actually gonna watch this video. I don't really like to watch my videos and hear my voice because I feel like it's annoying, but I'm gonna watch this video so I can listen to my own self, because I need to, everything I said, I need to listen to. I need to follow my own advice. But I hope you guys like this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Be sure to hit your notification bell so you can know when I upload future videos. And until next time, everybody, love yourself and believe in yourself. And I will see you guys next time.